The day always begins the same way. A gentle stirring, a stretch, a yawn that seems to encompass the entire room. For me, it's the start of everything. The promise of a new day filled with familiar comforts and unwavering companionship. It's a ritual, a dance we perform each morning, a silent understanding passing between us. The smell of coffee, that rich, dark aroma that fills the kitchen, is my first signal. Then, the soft padding of feet on the hardwood floor. My human is awake. The anticipation builds with each step he takes. I can hear the clinking of the coffee pot, the gentle hum of the refrigerator. These are the sounds of my morning, the symphony that precedes the main event. His attention. I stretch, tail thumping against the bed, a rhythmic beat of pure, unadulterated joy. It's a greeting, a declaration of my readiness for the day, for whatever adventures it may hold. The thump 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 is my way of saying, "Good morning, I'm here, I'm ready, let's do this." And he greets me with that special smile, the one that crinkles the corners of his eyes and makes my whole body wiggle with happiness. It's a smile that says, "You're my best friend, my loyal companion, the best part of my day." It's a smile I live for. He scratches behind my ears, finding that perfect spot that makes my leg twitch uncontrollably. It's pure bliss, a moment of perfect connection. His touch is gentle, reassuring, a silent conversation between us. He calls me his good boy, his voice soft and full of affection. Those words, simple as they are, fill me with pride and a sense of belonging. I am his good boy and he is my everything, and for a moment everything is perfect. The world outside fades away and it's just us, connected by love and loyalty. The warmth of his hand, the sound of his voice, the feeling of belonging, it's a perfect little bubble of happiness. Sunlight stripes the living room, painting the walls with golden hues, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. It's a peaceful scene, a quiet tableau of domestic bliss. The light seems to wrap around us, creating a sense of warmth and security. It's our quiet time before the world calls him away. A few precious moments of stillness before the demands of the day intrude. We sit together side by side, a silent understanding passing between us. I rest my head on his lap, feeling the rise and fall of his chest, finding comfort in his presence. Then the routine shifts, a subtle change in his demeanor, a slight tightening of his jaw, work shoes replacing the comfortable slippers of the morning. The sound is different, more purposeful, more final. The scent of his cologne, a sharp, clean fragrance that signals the start of his day, the jingle of keys, a sound that always sends a shiver down my spine. I follow him, my tail low, no longer thumping with joy, but drooping with a sense of impending loss, knowing what's coming. The happy morning is drawing to a close. He gathers his things, the briefcase, the wallet, the phone, each object a symbol of the world that pulls him away from me. Each item a step closer to the door, each movement a countdown to his departure. My anxiety grows with every passing second. The goodbye is always last, a ritual we both dread but know is inevitable. He crouches, whispers, "Be a good boy, Max," his voice filled with a mixture of affection and regret, and hugs me tight. A brief but powerful embrace that conveys all the love and longing we both feel. I press my nose into his hand, a silent plea for him to stay, wishing he could stay, just a little longer. But the click of the door comes anyway. A sharp, decisive sound that echoes through the house, signaling the end of our morning together. He's gone. The silence is deafening. I stand at the door, my ears perked, listening for any sign of his return. Listening to his footsteps fade into the distance, each step taking him further away from me. The car rumble away, disappearing down the street, taking him with it. The house falls silent. A heavy, oppressive silence that settles over everything. It's just me now, alone with my thoughts and the echoing silence, me and the quiet, me and the emptiness. Me and the long, slow hours until that wonderful sound returns, the sound of his car pulling into the driveway, the sound of his key in the lock, the sound of his voice calling my name. The vigil begins, the long wait until he comes home. The first minutes after he leaves are always the hardest. It's a sudden shift, a void that echoes through the house. One moment, there's the comforting presence of his movements, his voice, his scent. The next, there's just nothing. It's a stark contrast that my senses struggle to adjust to. My tail stops wagging, my ears droop, and a wave of loneliness washes over me. I watch him walk away, my eyes fixated on his retreating figure until he disappears completely. The silence is heavy, pressing in on my ears, amplifying every little creak and groan of the house settling. It's a silence that's different from the peaceful quiet of nighttime. This is an empty silence, a silence that screams of his absence. The ticking of the clock becomes deafening, each tick a reminder of the time passing without him. I strain my ears, hoping to catch the familiar sound of his car returning, but there's only the oppressive quiet. I patrol the house, my claws clicking on the floor, a rhythmic beat against the silence. Each room holds a memory, a ghost of his presence. I wander from the living room where we often cuddle on the couch, to the kitchen, where he prepares my meals. Each step is a search, a desperate attempt to find some lingering sign of him, searching for traces of him, a lingering scent, a forgotten object. Anything that can bridge the gap of his absence. I nudge his shoes with my nose, inhaling deeply, trying to capture his unique aroma. I circle his favorite armchair, hoping to find a stray hair, a tangible connection to the one I miss so dearly. The sunbeam he stood in is still warm but empty, a cruel reminder of what's missing. It's as if the sun itself is mourning his absence, casting a melancholic glow on the empty space. I lie down in the sunbeam, hoping to absorb some of the warmth, some of the energy that he left behind. I sniff the kitchen, searching for any lingering scent of his cooking, a forgotten crumb, anything that speaks of his presence. The chair where he always sits to drink his morning coffee, the indentation of his body still faintly visible. The places that smell most like him, his clothes, his books, his side of the bed. These are the anchors that keep me tethered to his memory, the tangible reminders of our bond. I bury my face in his pillow, inhaling deeply, letting his scent fill my senses, a temporary balm for my aching heart. Every sound is sharper, a heightened awareness born of loneliness and anticipation. The hum of the fridge, usually unnoticed, now a constant drone in the quiet house. The wind outside, rustling the leaves in the trees, a symphony of nature that only amplifies the silence within. A distant bark, a fleeting moment of connection to the outside world, quickly swallowed by the pervasive quiet. I watch the world through the window, a silent observer of the comings and goings of the neighborhood. But it's not his car, just another vehicle passing by, a false alarm that sends a pang of disappointment through me. The house feels bigger, emptier, the silence stretching out like an endless expanse. I settle by the door, my post, the threshold between the empty house and the world where he exists, waiting for the sounds that mean he's coming home, the rumble of his engine, the crunch of tires on the driveway, the jingle of his keys. The silence is my companion now, a constant reminder of his absence, but also a space filled with the hope of his return. I wait, patiently, faithfully, my heart filled with unwavering love. I listen, intently, for any sign, any sound that will break the silence and bring him back to me. I let the quiet wrap around me, a temporary embrace until the moment he returns. My heart is set on that one perfect sound, him coming home, the sound that will shatter the silence and fill the house with joy once more. After the loneliness fades, duty takes over. I patrol the house, nose twitching, making sure all is safe. The bed is messy, the bathroom empty, no intruders. My human can work in peace. His knight is on guard. Boredom creeps in. I toss my squeaky toy, but it's not the same without him. I watch the window, my favorite show. The cat next door struts by. I growl, but it ignores me. Birds flutter at the feeder. I watch, wondering if they miss anyone. Even the window loses its appeal. I sigh, flop onto the rug and stare at the door. It hasn't moved. The boredom is heavy, but I wait, always waiting for the sound of his key in the lock. When loneliness aches, I seek comfort upstairs. The bedroom smells most like him. Sleep, soap, and something uniquely his. I hop onto the bed, circle, and settle in his blankets. But the real treasure is his worn t-shirt on the floor. I carry it to the living room, lay my head on it, and breathe in his scent. It's magic, almost like he's here. The ticking clock softens. The silence hums. This ritual gets me through the day. Cuddled with his shirt, I'm not just a dog in an empty house, I'm guarding his essence, holding on to the promise of his return. The fabric is more than a scent, it's hope. I doze, anchored by his smell, my secret weapon against sadness. His scent and the quiet pull me into sleep where the real adventures begin. In dreams, I'm never alone. We run through fields, chase balls, and he's always there. My paws twitch, my tail thumps, my nose sniffs phantom treats. Sometimes we just curl up together, his arm over me, safe and loved. These dreams recharge me, reminders of what I'm waiting for. I wake, expecting to see him, but the room is empty. The sun has shifted, disappointment stings, but the dream's warmth lingers. I stretch, groan, and feel ready for the next phase of waiting. The nap breaks the day into pieces. I'm hopeful again. The watch continues. The afternoon sun signals his return is near. My internal clock stirs, hope grows. I take my post at the window, scanning the street. Every car sends a jolt of excitement. Could it be him? Red car, white truck, blue minivan? No, not yet. It's a roller coaster of hope and letdown. I know every neighborhood sound, but I'm waiting for one his. Nose pressed to the glass I watch, a furry lighthouse. The sun dips lower, anticipation buzzes in my tail. Kids get off the bus, the day winds down. I shift, tense with expectation. Any second now, the world holds its breath with me. My hero is almost home. My ears become my most powerful and most easily fooled senses. Every creak, every rustle could be him. I leap up at phantom sounds only to find it's just the wind or the house settling. I rush to the door, heart pounding, but it's another false alarm. Even distant car doors make me hope. I press my ear to the door, straining for the jingle of keys. It's a cruel game, this waiting, but I can't help it, the hope is too strong. Each false alarm is practice for the real thing, because he always comes home. And then, it happens. A subtle shift in the atmosphere, a vibration only I can perceive. The air crackles with anticipation, a silent promise of something wonderful about to unfold. My ears perk up, twitching, trying to pinpoint the source of this thrilling premonition. My tail begins a tentative thump, thump, thump against the floor, a drumbeat of hope. The real sound, his car in the driveway, not just any car but car. The one that signals the end of the lonely hours, the return of my beloved human. It's a symphony of sounds, each note a promise of joy. The engines rumble, the tires crunching on the asphalt, a melody composed just for me. The gravel crunches, oh that glorious sound. Each tiny stone grinding under the weight of the tires is a tiny explosion of happiness in my soul. It's the sound of homecoming, the sound of love, the sound of everything good in the world converging in this single, perfect moment. My body explodes with joy. Restraint is impossible. Every cell in my being vibrates with uncontainable excitement. I am a coiled spring, ready to unleash all the pent-up energy of the day. I am a rocket, fueled by pure, unadulterated love. My paws barely touch the ground as I launch myself into the air, defying gravity in my eagerness. A furry torpedo of happiness, aimed directly at my target, him. Nothing can stop me now. I'm a blur of fur and paws, a streak of pure, unbridled joy hurtling towards the source of my happiness. The car door slams, a punctuation mark at the end of a long sentence of waiting. The finality of the sound only intensifies my anticipation. He's here. He's really here. Footsteps approach. Each footfall is a drumbeat in my heart, a countdown to the moment we are reunited. Closer, closer they come, and my excitement builds with every step. I yip, a tiny high-pitched sound that barely contains the immensity of my feelings. Whine, a soft, pleading sound that betrays the depth of my longing. And dance on the floor, a dizzying display of pure, unadulterated happiness. I can't help myself. My body is a vessel overflowing with joy. The long wait is forgotten, erased from my memory as if it never existed. In a tidal wave of euphoria, I am drowning in happiness, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of my love. The jingle of keys at the door, magic, the most beautiful sound in the world, a symphony of hope and love. I jump, nose pressed to the crack, inhaling his scent, trying to get as close as possible, heart racing. Boom, 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 a frantic rhythm of pure, unadulterated excitement. The click of the lock, a small sound that unlocks a universe of happiness. The doorknob turns, the moment is here. The door swings open, there he is. My world is complete, my human, my everything. The center of my universe, the sun around which I orbit. He smiles, tired but happy. The weariness melts away as he sees me, replaced by a genuine heartfelt joy. Hey buddy, did you miss me? The sound of his voice, music to my ears. I leap, launching myself into his arms, a furry projectile of pure affection. Lick, showering him with kisses, each one a testament to my unwavering love. And wiggle, showing him my joy. My entire body is a testament to my happiness, a writhing, squirming mass of pure, unadulterated love. He drops his bag, the weight of the day forgotten in this moment of pure connection. Hugs me tight, enveloping me in his warmth, his love, his presence. The reunion is a beautiful mess, a chaotic ballet of love and affection, of wagging tails and happy yips, a symphony of joy, composed just for us. My world is right again, complete, perfect, and filled with love. His return is a whirlwind of joy. I circle, nudge, and cover him in kisses. His laughter fills the house, chasing away the day's silence. He scratches me in all the right places. I melt into him. The world clicks back into place. We settle into our rhythm. He changes, I follow. The house fills with his presence. The sounds of home return. His voice, dinner clatter, the TV's hum. Later we curl up on the couch, our spot. His arm drapes over me, fingers stroking my back. The ache of loneliness is gone, replaced by peace. I drift off, lulled by his heartbeat. I am home, he is home, that's all that matters.